Which video is that?
No need of this video.
Good evening, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. As we conclude the 10-month-long UAE-India Business Fest, may I request each and every one of you to partake of this very special evening that has been graced by very high-powered, industrious movers and shakers on both sides of our continents, the United Arab Emirates and India. It is a pleasure and honor to be at the Emirates Palace in Abu Dhabi to talk real business and to further strengthen the bilateral trade agreements that have been set by the leaders of both nations respectively. For the benefit of the audience this evening, may I request once again some housekeeping rules to kindly keep your mobile phones on silent mode. For those of you who have your colleagues who are networking outside, please may I request the staff of the Emirates Palace Hotel to bring everybody into the hall, please. We are about to commence our award ceremonies very shortly. In the meanwhile, I would like to invite the following dignitaries to join me at the dais. His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Ahmed Al Hamid, Chairman of the IBMC Group, United Arab Emirates. May I kindly invite you to take to the dais, please, on the stage. A round of applause. Followed by His Excellency, may I request Mr. Sajid Kumar PK, CEO and MD of IBMC Global Networks, to follow suit. Mr. Sajid Kumar PK, may I kindly request you to join His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Ahmed Al Hamid, Chairman of the IBMC United Arab Emirates, on the dais, please. Thank you. Following Mr. Sajid Kumar, I would also like to announce Mr. Anup PS, the Chief Business Officer and Executive Director of the IBMC, to follow Mr. Sajid Kumar. Thank you. I would now like to kindly invite His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Said Al-Kindi, former Minister of Environment and Water, United Arab Emirates, to join us on the podium, please. Thank you. His Excellency will be talking about the non-oil sector economic diversification in the UAE as part of the Industrial and Business Seminar. Welcome, Your Excellency. from our Indian diaspora across the continent, I'd now like to invite Mr. Vijay Kumar Sharma, Chairman of the Life Insurance Corporation of India, LIC, to join the dignitaries on the stage. Thank you. A round of applause, please, for Mr. Vijay Kumar Sharma, Chairman of the Life Insurance Corporation. Welcome. Chairman Sharma will be talking about the insurance regulatory changes and its advantages in the changing economic scenario. Coming up next is Dr. Tariq Ahmed Nizami, Chief Executive Officer of the CEO Clubs Network Worldwide, who doesn't need much of an introduction for his tireless efforts in moving inward investment seminars into the region. A round of applause for Dr. Tariq Ahmed Nizami. Dr. Nizami will be addressing the global business opportunities and expectations from the Dubai Expo 2020. May I also like to call upon Mr. Samir Patil, Head of Business Development, Bombay Stock Exchange, BSE as it is commonly known as, on Bombay, to join us as well. Mr. Samir Patil, Head of Business Development of the Bombay Stock Exchange. Mr. Patil will be talking about the Bombay Stock Exchange in India, INEX support for the United Arab Emirates, India Economic Diversification Program. Please join me in a round of applause to welcome Mr. Samir Patil. Integrated organic farming and processing of agriculture and allied activities, the possibilities in the Middle East, will be addressed by Dr. Rajiv Ranjan, Research Officer, Government of Jharkhand, India. Please join us on the stage, please. Thank you. Dr. Rajiv Ranjan. Coming up next, Mr. Imad Eddin Ubiri, Investment Promotion Director, Business Development Expert, Ras Al Khaimah Chamber of Commerce and Industry. A round of applause. Mr. Ubiri will be addressing the industrial advantages and opportunities of the United Arab Emirates. Please welcome him on the stage. Last but not the least, Mr. Mittal Choksi from Bombay of Choksi & Choksi LLP, who's a senior partner, who will be talking about the importance of CRS and BPS practices for economic development. Dr. Mittal Choksi has a wealth of experience in several countries from Mauritius, Luxembourg, India, UAE, Singapore, and several international markets. A round of applause, please, for Dr. Mittal Choksi. Welcome once again, Your Excellencies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us on the podium. We will commence with the opening address of His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Ahmed Al Hamid, the Chairman of the IBMC United Arab Emirates. But first, I'd like to highlight his several achievements in driving economic growth in the region. His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Ahmed Al Hamid, the son of His Excellency Sheikh Ahmed Al Hamid, is the cousin of His Highness Sheikh Zayed Al Nahyan, President of the United Arab Emirates. He was the special advisor to His Highness Sheikh Zayed Al Nahyan. In addition to being a member of the ruling family, Sheikh Khalid is the owner of Al Hamid Enterprises holding group of companies, covering many activities and enjoying a high network of wealth and business influences all over the country. Al Hamid Enterprises group of companies was established in Abu Dhabi in 1979 and gradually developed into a highly respected major holding company with a reputation of quality, commitment, and reliability. The portfolio comprises a group of companies engaged in diverse fields of operations and business activities, real estate and hospitality, renewable energy, IT, and smart solutions. His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Ahmed Al Hamid holds a Master of Philosophy at the University of Salford, United Kingdom, and a BSc in Administration and Political Science, with a major in Political Science and a minor in Business Administration at the University of Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. Today, his name reaches beyond the shores of the Arabian Gulf and India to international stakeholders. Once again, a round of applause for His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Ahmed Al Hamid. So before we really announce the fantastic Business Excellence Awards and the Business Ambassador Awards, I think I would like to call Mr. Sajid Kumar to say a few words about the success story and the roadshow of the 10-month-long UAE India Business Fest, which concludes today at the prestigious Emirates Palace, Abu Dhabi.
Thank you, Nati. Your Excellencies, dignitaries on and off the rise, ladies and gentlemen, very good evening to all of you. It is very much a proud moment to IBMC Financial Professionals Group, where we are concluding the 10 months long UAE India Business Festival 2017 conducted across United Arab Emirates. The contributions what IBMC Group made for the economical development of United Arab Emirates and giving the opportunities to the India players. In 2016, January, we had launched under the leadership of His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Ahmed Al Hamid, IBMC International Group Chairman, UAE India B2B portal. Main objectives, which includes the UAE India B2B portals, are including the empowerment of domestic entrepreneurs to make them domestic to international level. They are playing from India and UAE, considering the requirement of UAE for non-oil sectors. India is also taking a vital role where India can able to contribute immediate result to the UAE because the Bombay Stock Exchange is having more than 6,000 listed companies from 36 sectors. That is from non-oil sectors. So that is the strength of India for giving the immediate result to United Arab Emirates, where IBMC is having the tie-up with the Bombay Stock Exchange and Bombay Stock Exchange Institute for providing adequate training program and support and guidance and also the leadership to the existing business class and also to invite the new players from the different sectors from India. So, www.uaeindiab2b.com, that was the site announced in 2016, January, and announced by His Excellency Sheikh Khalid. From that level onwards, from UAE and India, the domestic business class people were started enrolling to UAE India B2B portal. So after that enrollment, this is absolutely the corporate social responsibility activity of IBMC to make an international platform for this both domestic state players. In India, we have 29 states and domestic players. Here, 7 Emirates and domestic players. They want to become the international players. So as a CSR, these domestic players can able to join together to the UAE India B2B portal, and they can start communicating, where IBMC is coming as a middle player to join and for giving the more confidence level for the both entities. Because of IBMC, the both entities knows that these entities are known to us, where we are giving the confidence level to the business players to join hands. So UAE India B2B portal so far given the amazing results. More than 200, 300 companies now started communicating each other to start non-oil sector business. So this is the first result contribution what under the leadership of Sheikh Khalid, IBMC International provided in UAE and India. After 1 year, 2017 January, after getting the feedback of the domestic players and their experience where they came up to the level of international, they were also informing some more requirements to IBMC. Considering all this information, IBMC taken the next strategy to support these domestic players and also for giving this support to the UAE for non-oil sector diversification. So how this UAE India B2B center is working? UAE India B2B portal, people are started enrolling. After that, from India, lot of people are coming. This is not a new strategy that India people are coming here and doing the business or starting the business talks. Years and years. But what IBMC is providing here, those who all are registered into that from India, that's domestic players, who all are coming from India to UAE to start their business talks. IBMC here, we have started in 2017 January, UAE India B2B Center in India at Kochi, for UAE at Dubai. So 2 centers we have started for UAE at Dubai and for India at Kochi. So these domestic players who all are registering to that platform, they can come to UAE to start business talks, and IBMC is taking the responsibility of the point of contact of them. Because whenever they are registering to our portal, we are doing the basic due diligence activities. So we know that who all are coming up, if they are coming down here to give the more confidence level to the counterpart of the India entity, we are acting as the intermediary. So similar way, who all are going from UAE to India, we are giving the confidence level to them by acting as the point of contact of them. It is resulting whenever they are going back, who all are coming from India and starting just the business talks, and whenever earlier they were going back, it is that communication is breaking. But today, IBMC platform is giving that confidence level and the continuity of the business talks. So from India, people are coming here and starting the business talk, and whenever they are going back also, that one name is there given, that IBMC UAE India B2B Center is our point of contact. So they are giving that we are not coming at a free hand, no. So IBMC is also there to help or take care of such companies. So such a way, nowadays, we have already proven this workflow where whenever people are coming from that India and from UAE also who are going to India also, we are providing the point of contact service at free of cost. That means complimentary as a corporate social responsibility of IBMC. Then considering the importance of non-oil sector diversification, We know that we are hearing a lot of challenges, newses from the market, where oil price came down 75%, and there is no way. And what is coming? What will happen? But providing all the confidence level to the existing players and providing the opportunities to the existing players, even though the business class or expat the employees. We thought that we had a discussion, and under the guidance of His Excellency Sheikh Khalid, we have decided that we will take this as a challenge and responsibility taking that, going to the public directly at all 7 Emirates and giving the importance and the advantage or opportunities of the diversification activities, what UAE government is going to take it. We have done 17 research on 17 sectors and published during this UAE India Business Fest. So IBMC International Board has decided to go to the public and make them awareness of 12 sectors and giving the confidence level to diversify their business into non-oil sectors for their success. First program we had conducted at Dubai. Then we have started that 10 months campaign. Here, let us see that what has happened. What was the speciality for that event happened at Dubai. From Dubai, first of its kind, 10 months long business fest includes business workshops and industry seminars started across UAE. Then wide participation we have added for India, UAE, PPP fund, large corporate institutions and investors. Overseas participation from India, then GCC, USA and Europe as well. New concept of IBMC corporate sponsorship program. With the, IBMC is having the legal and compliance division. So we have set one program to give the confidence level to the India players to come down here and starting the business. That is IBMC corporate sponsorship program. That is a supplementary program. Apart from the side agreement, it is also giving the confidence level to the India players. They will protected for their investments, and they will also get 100% right on their operations. Similar way, UAE national also will get, there won't be any financial liability to UAE nationals. So this is, this program we had launched on March during our Dubai program. Then B2B launches showcasing industry opportunities in UAE and India. Then event witness to signing of strategic MOUs and agreements. So this happened, this is the evidence what we have done in Dubai. Second program was that Sharjah Emirate, that's a Sharjah Chamber of Commerce. Their industry guest of honor we did His Excellency Mowan. Then new concept of startup stock exchanges. At Sharjah, we had introduced the concept of startup stock exchange, the first time in UAE. So considering the importance of SME and MSME sector companies to support them, so in future, if UAE government is going with the non-oil sector diversification, startup stock exchanges roles are very much important. So IBMC introduced the concept during the Sharjah program. Then presented first time about India International Exchange. So the concept, first concept from India, that's the international exchange concept, introduced to UAE and internationally. Face-to-face business industry discussions, B2B launch, over 12 sectors to showcase its opportunities in UAE and India. India B2B launch that we had introduced the new concept where face-to-face discussions, and they can also inquire about the new opportunities of different sectors. Major investment announced on that day and MOU signed. Industry expert research report and project published on agricultural development in UAE, including the vertical farming. The scientists came from Hyderabad and taken a session and published a report how it is beneficial, how people can able to take this agricultural sector activities in UAE. So those reports are available with the IBMC, and that will be after this day, we will be publishing at free of cost to all business class. Then third program was at Ajman Palace Hotel. The major achievement where our credibility, IBMC got it from the India government, that extending India government pension plan to non-residents Indians. It's the first time outside India, IBMC appointed by PFRDA, Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority, to extend the service of National Pension Scheme to NRIs. So we have started that extending that services. Apart from that, the UAE national companies, they have taken up in a grand manner where they are ready to give a pension to NRIs through their government pension plan. At Ajman Emirate, that was the Pension Regulatory Authority jointly promote India government and national pension scheme among NRIs. And Mr. Hemant Contractor is the chairman of PFRDA. He himself came through video conference and addressed and officially launched the NRI pension plan. Here, investment opportunities in Ajman Emirate are highlighted in various sectors, including medical tourism. Then face-to-face business and industry discussions, B2B launch over 12 sectors to showcase its opportunities in India and UAE. And a prominence to upcoming opportunities in tourism, healthcare, education, technology, 3D printing, and agro sector. Along with the 12 major sectors, these 5-6 sectors, IBMC focused more to that Ajman Emirate on that day. The special session in technology support on VAT implementation. So across UAE, we were also giving the information about the VAT and how the technical and operational support the companies will get it. The fourth program at Al Quwain Emirate. Their investment opportunities, again the tourism is coming up, and face-to-face business and industry discussions were there. Prominence to upcoming opportunities in tourism, healthcare, education, technology, and agro sector, along with the 12 sectors we were discussing on that day. Special session on technology, but again, a lot of questions were there, a lot of inquiries were there. We had given the VAT program details in that session. Then MOU signed with the Indo-European Business Forum and IBMC to explore UAE-India opportunities. See, the European Business Forum based in UK, and they came up in a large scale of the options to join hands with IBMC Group in future for supporting the business class located in UAE and India, and supporting by extending their service from UK. The fifth program was there at Fujairah Emirate. The Arabic and English business sessions were there. That was one of the specialities, what we can mention in the UAE India B2B business festival. And that was bringing UAE India business community more closer. So IBMC UAE India Business Fest 2017 again shown the next milestone. We're creating the multilingual program. This is the first time in UAE, and created that the more information or passing this information or opportunities in the language of Arabic. Then special multilingual session for VAT. For VAT program also we had done in English and Arabic. Then again, investment opportunities in Fujairah explored in various sectors with wider GCC participation. The sixth program was at Ras Al Khaimah, that Hilton Garden Inn, where we were focusing non-oil sector, UAE in the business partnership opportunities. Special session on artificial intelligence, healthcare, and tourism. These three sectors, we were focusing more into that. Investment opportunities in Ras Al Khaimah, Emirate explored in various sectors with a wider GCC participation, where Mr. Imad was giving more information on that day, and it was accepting by the public also and locally who were attended in that session. And today, the day for us, all of us, the Abu Dhabi program, this is the concluding day for IBMC UAE India Business Fest 2017, with the support of all UAE and India business class and advisors and all the leadership extended to us. And we are here today to showcase more and more of the result of this effort taken by IBMC team along with the counterparties, even though the Bombay Stock Exchange, Ireland FS, and others. Today, closing ceremony, we are going to announce IBMC UAE India Business Ambassador Award and UAE India Business Excellency Award also today. This is the first time. This is a first of kind non-oil sector business and investment supportive program conducted across United Arab Emirates. So this become most important, and we have given our own food on all Emirates to support the UAE government non-oil sector diversification program. So with this program, we had conducted that Dubai program in March, Sharjah program in May, Ajman in August, Al Quwain in September, Fujairah, October, Ras Al Khaimah, November, and Abu Dhabi in December. The major highlights, if we say that, Arabic and English business sessions, multilingual session for one, then explore Emirate-wise business and investment opportunities, legal and compliance supportive session for SME and MSME, then live streaming. Apart from that, who all are gathered, even though the all 7 Emirates, it was live streaming where to empower the new business entrepreneurs and the young entrepreneurs to, without wasting their time, they can learn and learn. See, if they are coming, all the programs, people are coming and hearing and going, and that is not sufficient for the non-oil sector diversification. So considering into that, what IBMC did, we have done the live streaming where across that, the IBMC media network, more than 500,000 network members are there. They can able to see that, and repeatedly they can see that, and to understand the various sectors, and to listen, and to also experience, and also to share all this information with the IBMC officials. We had given the live streaming and recorded version, and today also it's available for all these sessions that, the presentations are available, and research reports are also available for benefiting to the all upcoming business class and those who all are worried about that the non-oil sector where we are in one sector only, they can, we hope that we have given the confidence level to the business class in India and UAE for supporting the UAE in non-oil sector diversification program. So not only to that, our research department, they are continuously working on various sectors, the updates, and they are providing a daily report also on these sectors. So these 17 sectors research reports are also available with IBMC, and anyone can able to take as a complimentary copy. Then release of new supplementary business protection agreement for business class. That agreement is also available with the IBMC. So anyone can able to approach before coming to UAE if they want to clarify something, that legal aspect and the compliance aspect, we are happy to provide our complimentary service to those, the business class. Even though in UAE, if they want to diversify their business, or if new people are coming from India, and we are happy to share with them. Then launching India government pension plans for non-resident Indians. So, NRIs, non-resident Indians, were also, every time they are more worried about two factors. One is their healthcare, the insurance matter, and second is the pension matter. IBMC, given that the milestones to the NRI cluster, not only UAE, across the globe, by providing this NRI NPS scheme to all global NRIs. And the result, apart from that, the audience part, what people did, we have to respect. So 100+ business workshops and industry seminars conducted during this 10 months time, this across UAE. 100+ international industry speakers came on this dais. 50 B2B meetings at B2B launch. 20 industrial panel discussions we had done. Then 25 investments and business announcements we have done. 5 business MOUs with the International Business Association we have done for the, for supporting UAE non-oil sector diversification program. Introduced India's first Abu Dhabi global market, 2 billion feeder fund for semiconductors and electronic ecosystem. IBMC supported, that was yesterday, that was the milestone for India and UAE, and please give a big round of applause to the NOV team for implementing that under the guidance of His Excellency Sheikh Khalid. Definitely we are announcing today the masters, and we need to wait a little more time. Thank you so much, and we believe that by grace of God and with the blessings of our chairman and all our associates, we have done maximum effort to get the result to the both of the economy, like India and United Arab Emirates. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Sajid Kumar. I think you've really achieved milestones in just a span of 10 months. I mean, this is a feat. It would take 10 years, in my opinion. Now, I'd like to just pass a quick comment before we appreciate the team members. The UAE India Business Fest has not just been a roadshow or a CSR exercise. It has actually brought realistic scenarios of various treaties, of various initiatives by the nations and the leaders of both countries. On this note, I'd like to give ourselves a huge applause for the leadership and the confidence that our higher leaders have put in us to make this roadmap worthwhile. There will be many more success stories, and I think the financial wizards, as I dub them, of the IBMC Financial Professionals Group do deserve a very strong mention. So I take this opportunity to congratulate the humble team of IBMC for their hard work and support to the Chief Executive Officer, to the Chairman, to the CBOs and beyond. Let me make some humble announcements. Firstly, Mrs. Uni Mary S., would you kindly come forward, please? And I would require Mr. Anup kindly or Mr. Sajid to give away the gestures of appreciation. Next, Mrs. Dania Mahesh. Following Mrs. Dania, I'd like to invite Mrs. Bhavna Srivastava. Mr. Faisal Abdul Qadir, please. Mr. Manoj Das, PS. Would you kindly come forward, please? I'd like Mr. Simon Paul to be next in the lineup, please. Mr. Saji Thomas. Mr. Saji Thomas. Mr. Arjun Thomas. Not sure if you're brothers or twins. Mr. Arjun Thomas. Indian brothers from Kerala. Yes. Well done. Mr. Cyril C. Cherian. Mrs. Monica Agarwal.
Last but not the least, Ms. Niti Madok. Niti, please come.
I don't need a certificate, I have my notes. Thank you, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a real pleasure and honor to be here on the stage conducting the ceremonies, and apologies if I made any hiccups in my announcements, but it was indeed a pleasure, and I wish you all every success, and I hope to be back soon for the next Business Fest. Thank you. All right, now it's time to celebrate. Ceremonies and the official hard work can be celebrated now. So before we announce the IBMC UAE India Business Excellency Awards, I would like to call His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Ahmed for the official opening address. Thank you. And please join me to mark this special ceremony by honoring our national anthem of the United Arab Emirates. Please rise. Thank you. The podium is yours. Please join me again to welcome His Excellency Sheikh Khalid. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen, for attending this business meeting, and thanking His Excellency LIC Chairman and also the Minister of Ex-Minister of Environment fests and events again for next year, inshallah. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for the official opening remarks. We will now begin with celebration time. The first segment of the award ceremony will be the IBMC UAE India Business Excellency Award 2017. So it's been a tough decision, Sajid. The Oscars of the Business Fest Boot Camp, Business Boot Camp as we dubbed it. The first award, IL&FS Services Limited. I would like to invite Mr. V. Hans Prakash to receive the award, please. Mr. Hans Prakash is the Chief Business Officer of IL&FS Services Limited. May I request the pleasure of the company of Mrs. Monica Agarwal and Advocate Binoy Sasi to kindly come forward on the stage, please. Coming up next for the award is Etikan and Bahanes UAE. Mr. Adnan Mohammed bin Abdullah, Managing Director of Etikan and Bahanes UAE. Etikan as in perfectionist. He had a lovely presentation earlier this morning about artificial intelligence, smart technologies, and the revolutionizing way of doing business. Third in place, kindly start coming forward, goes to Samana Global Business Solutions Limited. OMA Rashid, Chairman and MD, would you kindly receive the award, please, for Samana Global Business Solutions Limited. Coming up next is Next Orbit Ventures India. Right. Very, very astounding success story and award winner. Next Orbit Ventures India. Round of applause. Mr. Ajay Jalan, founder and managing director. Abu Dhabi Global Market launch. $2 billion signed yesterday. Congratulations. Last but not the least, Parsa Agro Products Private Limited. Dr. Rajiv Ranjan, Chief Consultant, kindly come forward. and honor the prize for Parsa Agro Product Private Limited. With that, we end the IBMC UAE India Business Excellency Awards. Stay tuned as we make the official announcements now for the IBMC UAE India Business Ambassador Awards 2017. Stay tuned, smiles and applauses. It is an honor to announce His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Said Al-Kindi, former Minister of Environment and Water, United Arab Emirates, as a primary recipient of the IBMC UAE India Business Ambassador Awards 2017. His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Said Al-Kindi, congratulations. Thank you for all your support and leadership and insights for making this a stupendous success. Thank you. Coming up next, Life Insurance Corporation of India as the second recipient of the IBMC UAE India Business Ambassador Award. Mr. Vijay Kumar Sharma, Chairman, kindly graced the occasion by being the recipient of the IBMC UAE India Business Ambassador Award 2017. We need more insurance companies and more portfolios listed on the exchanges and international markets. Next in line is the Ras Al Khaimah Chamber of Commerce and Industry. May I request Mr. Imad Eddin Ubiri, Investment Promotion Director, Business Development Expert, to kindly receive the award, please. Ras Al Khaimah Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Milestones with CEOs. Let's take a guess. Coming up next, CEO Clubs Network Worldwide, Dr. Tariq Ahmed Nizami, Chief Executive Officer of the CEO Clubs Network Worldwide. Dr. Tariq Ahmed Nizami is not just a CEO, he's part of the family, a friend in the making, who has brought the concept of CEOs to network, to matchmake, and to make business happen. A round of applause. Thank you, Dr. Nizami, for your support, as always. And very, very important, an entity that we cannot do without. No business, no money. Bombay Stock Exchange Limited, BSE. Stand up, round of applause, standing ovation please. Bombay Stock Exchange, Mr. Samir Patel, Head of Business Development. IBMC UAE Indian Business Ambassador Round of Awards 2017. Bombay Stock Exchange, one of the oldest stock exchange in the region as I understand. I think I've been asked to make some additional announcements. I've been having whispers come to my ears, so kindly bear with me. In the meanwhile, would you like to have some exercise and stand up and give our recipients a standing ovation, please? We've been sitting all day, so we can do with a bit of exercise. It's one of a kind award ceremony. Thank you all for your patience, attention. And we'd like to see more business happen in all the 7 Emirates: Fujairah, Ras Al Khaimah, Dubai, UAE, Sharjah, Al Quwain, and it's going to be Mars as well with artificial intelligence. How do we say the sky's the limit in Arabic? Mabruk. Mabruk. All right, so now let's get a bit more serious. We have some more talks to give about the business and the seminars, so we will proceed. Bear with me till I get my notes. I think I brought my certificate up and left my notes down. So I have to go down to get my notes and leave the award down.
Meantime, I would like to extend a sincere thanks to Dr. Tariq and Mr. Adnan. And they were with us all Emirates and all time. Please give a big applause to Dr. Tariq and Mr. Adnan. Thank you so much.
All right, back to business as usual, industrial and business seminars. Please stay tuned with me for about at least 45 minutes till we break for a lovely dinner celebration. I'd like you to join me to welcome once again Mr. Vijay Kumar Sharma, the chairman of the Life Insurance Corporation of India. Mr. Vijay Kumar Sharma will touch upon the insurance regulatory changes and its advantages in the changing economic scenario. Please do stay tuned because there are lots of opportunities whereby the insurance industry can have a stronger penetration in the region as part of inward investment flows for both countries. Thank you.
Honorable His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Ahmed Al Hamid, Chairman IBMC, Mr. Sajid Kumar, CEO and MD, IBMC Global Networks, other distinguished guests on the dais and off the dais, ladies and gentlemen. Be rest assured, I will not give you a very big presentation or anything. Only a few things I will like to share with you. First of all, about His Excellency, Chairman Sir. Rarely I have found a person with whom you develop instant bonding. In our 10 minutes of individual interaction, you took me to so many new things, so many new ideas. It was really amazing to us that even after at your level, you keep on thinking about country, thinking about people, thinking about development of people, and thinking about betterment of UAE. My hats off to you, and my big applaud from my side and all others for your. Friends, there is a change of question. The change of question is that I was originally given a topic, India insurance sector support to the economic development of UAE. Now Sajid has said that you should talk about the regulatory changes and how it helps the insurance. So I will try to mix it both. In a lighter vein, sir, I would like to tell you that in young age, we used to write essay on essay on cow, essay on crow, or essay on football match. So it happened that I remembered football match, and the essay given in the exam was crow. So I mixed up both. That there was a crow, it flew to the football field, and then thereafter I explained the football match. So I will try to do the same thing here also. Friends, I have structured my speech in following manner. One, firstly, I would like to introduce Life Insurance Corporation of India to you. And thereafter, I will introduce LIC International, which is an arm of LIC of India. And it is headquartered in Bahrain, but operating in entire GCC countries and UAE also. I am thankful, first of all, I am thankful to the government and regulator for giving us a license in 2016 to operate in, from Dubai also. And we have opened a branch, sir. We are thankful to you and to the entire government machinery, and hope that we will be giving meaningful contribution here also. And finally, friends, I will say a few words that how we have been participating in the development of UAE economy. Friends, LIC of India is a government of India owned largest life insurance corporation. It is a corporation created by a statute of Parliament of India, and it serves around 300 million individual policy holders. There are not many countries, I think there are only, including India, there are only 3 countries which have more than our policy holders. And it has the asset base of $400 billion in dollar terms. Even after opening up of the insurance sector, I mean, insurance sector worldwide had gone through a very, I will say that different kind of historical thing. First it was private, then it became, it was nationalized almost in every country. Then again it was reopened to private players. In India also it was reopened to all the private players, globally and Indians. And in 2001, after that 17 years have passed, and still we are maintaining 74% market share, which is a very, very unique thing, because it has not happened globally anywhere. Wherever the market is opened, normally particularly the government company market share comes down, but here we have been able to maintain the leadership. In addition to the above, the repository of Life Insurance Corporation of India is not in the matter of business, but building up a repository of knowledge, experience. We have built up a very competent and knowledgeable workforce in the form of actuaries, underwriters, insurance marketeers. You will be surprised that we have our own developed IT platform, which is next to the Indian Railways, the biggest IT platform. And not only the platform we have built roughly about 400 to 500 IT professionals who are, competitive to anybody in the world. So that is the I will say, main contribution which I find that in the insurance world LIC has made. Because people, we have 1.5 lakh people, and then they keep on learning and they keep on going different places. Talking about our LIC International, friends, we started operation in 1989. And in UAE, we started, it has a 99% ownership of Life Insurance Corporation of India. And then in UAE, we started in 2006. At present, this is a pure dollar company, insuring people in dollar terms and in investing also in dollars only. As on date, we have more than $2 billion assets of this company. Over 100,000 policy holders we have. And it covers all. I was surprised, even we have insured people from Pakistan also. And yes, because we are global. So for us it is like people from India, NRIs primarily, then people from Bangladesh, people from Pakistan, people from Nepal, Sri Lanka, whoever, is that. We cover them. And of course, Emirates who are with us, they are there. Today I was very happy. I visited our branch. Then I met one Mr. Nasir, who is our IT expert and who is a local Emirate. I felt very happy. I said that slowly we are building up that. In Dubai, as I said, that we started in 2006, and we have done a good job in UAE also from Dubai center. See, at the outset, I am very thankful to the government of UAE, Insurance Authority and Ministry of Industry and Commerce for giving the license in Abu Dhabi. And certainly it is going to be the now center for us from where we will be developing many more things. Sir, I am thankful for the ideas given to you. And we say that inshallah we will be, hum honge kamyab, we will be successful. We say with pride that we are an active partner in the economic development of Dubai and UAE. Last year, our total premium written in UAE was 1.2 billion dirhams. And in the current year, the figure has already crossed 1.4 billion dirhams. We are having around 70,000 policies issued already. Till now this year, we have issued around 7,000 policies in the current year. Similarly, not only we are selling insurance, we are investing also in the UAE, in both in government bonds and in major companies also, wherever they are permitted by the regulator, we do it. Besides being a specialist in providing life insurance solution to our clients, we try to protect them through different kind of products. We also, I will say that we have the term insurance type product, we have the money back type of product, so many, and insurance, that market link products also. Our basic focus in the entire exercise are two. One is that our company is, I can use the word non-profit company, because our system is that whatever profit is generated, it is distributed to the policy holders primarily. And then, though we have like 99% is the government LIC, which works on the same system, and 1% is our local partner to whom we have involved. Our presence here is helping, at least I can say, helping the growth of non-oil-based economy. We mobilize the savings of clients and channelize those savings into the economic growth of UAE. Our asset base in UAE particular is more than 5 billion dirhams now. Our deposits with UAE banks are now 900 million dirhams, and our holding in the government securities in UAE is now 156 million dirhams. This investment, effectively channelized into the economic system, definitely helps to boost the non-oil-based economic activity. And this money has been invested through the banks of UAE. Part of this money has also been used to subscribe to the government securities of UAE. We have also entered into bank assurance arrangements with major banks in UAE. Our partners in banking channels are FAB, RAC Bank, Emirates NBD, ADCB, etc. Though through these channels, we have provided unique product solutions to our clients and the banks. It has worked for the benefit of all stakeholders. Premium collected during the last 3 years from this channel has been more than 2.5 billion dirhams. And banks have earned more than 85 million dirhams as fee on this business. This has contributed to the growth of financial sector in the UAE. We have also launched co-branded credit cards with erstwhile FGB, wherein the free insurance cover was provided to all the cardholders. This has also helped in the generation of economic activity with peace of mind to the customer about repayment in case of unfortunate death. Similar arrangements are being discussed with other banks also. We endeavor to enter the real estate sector in the UAE. We want to give the policyholders of UAE an advantage of capital appreciation and good returns available by prudently investing in the real estate market. For the life insurance segment, a growth of 4.6% was forecasted in the year 2017 to reach a total of AED of 10.3 billion, US dollar 2.8 billion. Our performance for the year has been better than this mark. We are growing in more than double digit. Thereby, we have contributed positively towards the improvement of the growth rate. So when we operate in UAE, we bring ourselves with experience and expertise of writing conventional life insurance business. We bring with ourselves the fund management experience. We bring with ourselves the systems, procedures, and the marketing technique, product designs, which can be used for mutual benefit of UAE and India. We understand that UAE wishes to be amongst the happiest countries in the world. There is a Ministry of Happiness in UAE with the objective of making the UAE as a global hub of happiness and positivity. It is already positive, sir. Very positive. Everybody wants to come to UAE, at least from my country. We have contributed to this objective as a corporate social responsibility. We have tried to encourage the happiness quotient by participating in the Khushi campaign. Our happiness mascot, a Khushi doll, has been well accepted and appreciated. It has been promoted along with our children plan for their professional education. Through Khushi, we convey in interesting manner the role of life insurance plays in offering solutions like providing for higher education of our children, benefits of saving for rainy days, and keeping the family protected from unforeseen contingency. Khushi also conveys other dimensions through good habits as well. The corporate social responsibility aspect of the Khushi campaign has grown to become an integral part of the program, instilling important values for children. Talking about the regulatory support and its impact on the insurance development, I will share the Indian experience. But before that, our special thanks are to the Insurance Authority, which has been a very good support in UAE. We understand that the new financial regulations have come and many insurance-related regulations may be in the offing. At this platform, we want to confirm and assure the Insurance Authority that LIC has been a compliant organization. We work to give value to our policyholders. We work for the protection of policyholders' interest. We work to create value for all the stakeholders, whether it is policyholder, shareholder, distributor, or a regulator. And all these are the main themes of any insurance-related regulations. The role of government and the role of regulator is of utmost importance in the development of insurance sector. I will share with you the Indian experience in the matter. Our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, took a special interest in creating awareness about insurance and social security and financial inclusion by involving all banks and insurance companies. His introduction of Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, and Pradhan Mantri Vay Vandana Yojana has successfully included 70 million people who were outside the formal banking and insurance coverage. This was one move which has changed the economic, I will say that, economic environment of the country. And this was a direct involvement of our Honorable Prime Minister, wherein in 3 months' time, he demonstrated that how a change can be made. This heightened level of awareness has created a boon to insurance business, and it is growing by more than 15% year after year now. It has also helped in introducing new insurance products with latest IT-based delivery mechanism, so that at a low cost, a high insurance cover can be given to the general people, masses. It has been playing a role one of the major departures in India which was made during the establishing insurance regulator was to name it not Insurance Regulatory Authority, but Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority. Now it is called IRDAI, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, inter alia emphasizing that development of the sector will be the key role of the regulator. I am happy to inform you that it has been playing a role very successfully, and the sector has grown from US $172 billion in 2001 to $447 billion in 2017. During the post-regulatory period, the approach of regulator of UAE shall also, which is very positive, will also usher in the new era of development of insurance and financial sector in UAE. Every country has its own economic ecosystems. Therefore, in different countries, the regulators have taken different approach to develop insurance market depending upon their needs and culture. Worldwide, the approach of the regulator had been to introduce new systems and provide transitory period and relaxations to stabilize the development of the market and the players working within and grow further. I am happy that the approach of the regulator in the UAE is similar and it augurs well for the UAE. We are here in UAE with a long-term perspective. Life insurance is a long-term business, and we work not only for individuals but for generations. With that objective, we wish to expand further as a long-term player, and we feel that we can work wonders for our mutual benefit and for the economic development of the UAE. We are committed to developing the life insurance sector here under the able guidance of Insurance Authority UAE. Friends, lastly, I would like to share with you, I talked about LIC of India, but I did not tell you that LIC is operating in 14 countries. And we have not gone to big countries, though we have a branch in London, we have a branch in Mauritius, we have a branch in Fiji also. We have gone to countries like Nepal, where we are #1 company. We have gone to countries like Sri Lanka, where we are #3 company. We have gone to Bangladesh. So wherever we find that there are people, and those people who are at the bottom of the pyramid need social security, LIC in its own genetic code it has gone. And all the places the structure of the organization is like that only, so that the people's benefit take place. I am sure that here also, with the blessings of government and regulatory authority, we shall succeed and we shall make meaningful role in the lives of people in UAE. I once again thank the organizers, particularly Mr. Sajid. I really appreciate his tenacity and perseverance. We have been together, talking, I will say, since last 1 year. Ultimately, he could pull me here. I am thankful to the chairman also, who has been kind enough to give a special time and give us certain ideas, wherein again, once again, I will assure you, sir, that we shall succeed. We shall succeed. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Vijay Kumar Sharma, for your positive outlook and the enthusiasm. I'm sure LIC will make a mark in the global atlas very soon.
We are here to assure you that, sir, from IBMC, the director board, and on your chairman also, we will extend all our support to LIC across this region.
And I assure that whatever is required in India, with the companies, corporations, banks, anything, because in India, LIC is everywhere. So whatever we can do, we will always be behind UAE and you.
Thank you. Let's press on. Non-oil sector economic diversification in the United Arab Emirates will be presented by His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Said Al-Kindi, former Minister of Environment and Water, United Arab Emirates. A round of applause, please, for His Excellency. Thank you. Welcome.
Sheikh Khalid Al-Hamid, speakers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. With my immense pleasure, I am standing before you in this auspicious occasion of the 7th program of UAE India Business Fest 2017 in Abu Dhabi. In this occasion, I have the honor to extend my greeting to all the business magnate present here, and may Allah guide you all to find investment opportunities by introducing new sectors which will benefit the GDP growth of both countries. The United Arab Emirates has made a remarkable gain over the past 46 years, and expanding opportunities in different walks of life, mainly educational, healthcare, culture, and economic aspects. These impressive achievements under our great leader serve as a beacon for countries around the world seeking to build a brighter future. I am very proud to say that our country, the United Arab Emirates, has proved and established how people of different religion can live in a perfect harmony by adopting all the good and practical quality of religion. I believe this convention would really help to develop values like tolerance, peace, and brotherhood in the community. And of course, the United Arab Emirates has been identified by India as a key partner in vast and varied fields. As you know very well, on the 26th of January 2017, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Force, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, visited India as the chief guest at the Republic Day Parade. The relation between both the countries are on a new height at present. The two countries have shared bond of culture, affinity, have strong commercial linkage. The United Arab Emirates' relationship with India is being enhanced now in a new magnitude and dimension among various MOUs signed between the two countries. The important one is the bilateral relationship, which is now upgraded to a comprehensive strategic partnership. This acts as a bonding between the surface of the two countries and send a positive message to the people of both countries. Of course, the people are the important element in strengthening and expanding the partnership between the two countries. According to the latest figures, the remittance of the Indian expatriate in the United Arab Emirates sent back to India is around over 13.6 billion, which help India to tackle its current account deficit. India expatriates are the important representative of India, and they act as a strong and binding factor between the two countries. There are millions of Indian expatriates in the United Arab Emirates, which accounts a major percentage of the total. They are making huge contribution toward the economic prosperity, stability, and success of India and the United Arab Emirates, based on shared value and objectives. The two countries have a strong ground to take their relationship to the next level. In the Golden Arena, the Emirates of Abu Dhabi holds a very unique position in the Middle East, especially in the UAE. The historical importance of Abu Dhabi dated back to the period before the birth of Christ. Abu Dhabi, the capital of the United Arab Emirates, is by voting center of the Middle East. Many domination, the rulers, leaders all over the world appreciate the social status and living standard we gained so far. The nationals and expatriates living here are completely satisfied with the policies and strategies we follow in all fields of life. These impressive achievements, gained now and under the leadership of our great President of the United Arab Emirates, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, serve as a beacon for the countries around the world, seeking to build a brighter future. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Vice President and Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates and the ruler of Dubai, is visionary leader, launched the UAE Vision 2021 with the aim of making the UAE one of the best countries in the world by 2021 and beyond. And the great dynamic visionary leader, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and the Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Force, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, is the pioneer of the growth and development of Abu Dhabi and the UAE in general. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan is actively engaged in several projects targeted at increasing the welfare of the Emirates of Abu Dhabi and the other Emirates. He has initiated projects in various areas such as economic development, education, and environmental protection. In this occasion, allow me, and I'm happy to inform you, a great vision as a part of the development and diversification plan to introduce a new computer language named Iqra, in which the command will be given with Arabic words, inshallah. You will come to know more about it this soon. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for giving me an opportunity to attend the occasion. I always support your efforts for improving the quality of life for people wherever they are in need. I hope the 7th program of the UAE Indian Business Fest 2017 event will be a real inspiration for you all to work with more enthusiasm and to create more business relation between the people of the two countries. I conclude by thanking the Almighty, the source of all goodness, and also wish you all a memorable occasion. Thank you once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for your gracious presence and your inspiration to drive progress. Your remarks have been very highly respected and noted, and we look forward to having you at our future special investment seminars. Let's proceed now with integrated organic farming and processing of agriculture and allied activities, possibilities in the Middle East, agroclimatic zones. This will be presented by Dr. Rajiv Ranjan, Research Officer of the Government of Jharkhand in India. Round of applause. Thank you.
Presentation. Honorable dignitaries, respected business tycoons, fellow presenters, delegates, and team of IBMC led by Mr. Sajid Kumar. Thanks for giving me this opportunity to share our concept of integrated organic farming. This presentation is actually taking place because of one and only one reason. Last time in August, in Ajman, Emirates, one of my associates were presenting regarding giving the concept of integrated organic farming. After the completion of presentation, His Excellency asked him a question, whether it is possible in UAE. I am here, sir, with that answer. So it took us around 3.5 months to come to a conclusion and develop a module for doing integrated organic farming in UAE. We are happy that we were talking about organic farming because any kind of farming can be done in UAE. Best thing is organic. There is no contamination of soil. In fact, the soil quality is not good. So I'll be taking on all the possibilities and the measures how we can go ahead. My presentation actually starts with different concepts of agriculture, different types of agriculture, agroclimatic zones in UAE, present scenario in UAE of agriculture. Then we have prepared a project report of which I'll be giving you bullet points of investment, cost-benefit ratio, and what is the difference of that module, implementing that module in India, or if you implement it in UAE. So we'll give you a comparative analysis.
Very good, and thank you for this commenting on my talk.
Thank you, sir.
You know, you are now going to be challenged by the professional person who was in charge on the agricultural, arena in UAE. Is Dr. Al-Kindi.
Yes, sir. I came to know. And, sir, I am happy that you are here so that we could discuss. Actually, this entire thing, it cannot be over within 20 minutes or 30 minutes. The discussion will take, to just give the brief glimpse of the entire concept, it will take around 2 to 3 hours. So, right now I'll just present you the crust and ask me as many questions as you wish.
He's the best person to question you technical things.
My pleasure, sir.
Because he's more technical, and depth, knowledgeable about this business.
My pleasure, sir.
Please don't take us for another 3 hours because we will be speaking by that.
No. For that, sir, I'll require time apart from this seminar.
Dr. Al-Kindi tried to bring some question to you for this integrated organic farming.
Sure, sir.
I think we would like just to have some highlight of the challenges in UAE soils.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir.
Well, it's very nice to hear that you are giving us some background or some things about what Sheikh Khalid asked before, which is very good. And as you said, there is a challenges we have here in UAE, but nothing impossible in life. Everything is possible, could be done with the professional people, with the people who the know-how. If you have that and your people or your esteemed organization could do that, that will be a great things that we could have here in UAE. And maybe we could hear from you and we could talk later on in the side.
Sure, sir. I'm here, I'm present,
Please.
and I'm available.
Very good.
So, shall I move ahead?
Yes, go ahead.
So, on the basis of concept, there are 4 different concepts. Actually, these all things are derived from the discussion of our expert team of around 37 people, which includes agriculture, different sectors of agriculture, horticulture, agronomy, floriculture, everyone. Animal husbandry, then there are forest department people. We have a team of 37, 38 people. And ultimately, we came to a module of integrated organic farming. Let's start. So normal agricultural farming, you all know whatever we do normally. Natural agriculture farming. Natural agricultural farming is we don't put any additional input to the agriculture, just spread the seeds, which is very prevalent in some parts of Chotanagpur, Jharkhand. And that is very seasonal. Conducive environment is there. Typical seed quality. Seed type is very different from these hybrid seeds and developed seed. It's ancient seed. They are still carrying with it. And without any input, external input, they get a good, very good crop. So that is natural farming, healthy agricultural farming. Nowadays, there are products in the name of organic products. Are we sure those are organic? Is anyone sure? With organic farming, there is an issue of credibility. No one can judge without having known the credibility of that farm or that segment. So it is actually healthy organic farming in which the farmers or the corporate houses, whoever has come into the agriculture field, what they do, they don't use the restricted or prohibited by government, the restricted use of pesticides and non-organic fertilizers. So it is healthy. We don't have an adverse effect. Plus, there is a challenge of hormone also. Now the farmers are using hormones ad libitum, just to get the growth, just to get the money. So that has to be contained also. And in that organic farming, all of these are prohibited. Everything has to be natural. Considering, even if you count insecticides, it has to be natural. If you consider fertilizers, it has to be manure. All the inputs in that farm should be organic. Then there are different types of agriculture, traditional farming, farming in greenhouses, where the climate is more or less suitable. We use greenhousing. Then environment control system, on which we work for UAE. Environment control system, there we can manage humidity, temperature, light, everything. So if we pick up a plant, say pea, we can cultivate pea for a longer period of time. But in natural condition, you can cultivate it for 3 months only. So we can elongate the cropping period so that there is a market force. Actually, everything is derived by the market force around, nowadays. So there is a market force which produces demands. So what we do, either we cultivate for a longer period or find an alternate route of preserving it. Example is pea. We use it fresh. We use it dehydrated. We use it frozen. So these are the processes by which we can elongate the shelf life of a product. So environment control system gives an opportunity for agriculture in the places it is impossible to do agriculture. Sir, I'll explain how we can move ahead in this in UAE later on. Then modern techniques, hydroponics, everyone must be knowing about hydroponics. They must have some ideas, so I won't dwell upon it. Integrated farming, it's a concept. Actually, integrated farming, many people are confused regarding what is integrated farming. Let me tell you, integrated farming basically means minimal generation of waste. It's cycled in a such way that byproduct or waste product becomes source or raw material for the next stage. So there has to be a cycle, like the minimal integration can be done with dairy farming, which is the key center, because you will get the natural manure, vermicompost, everything from there. Then agricultural cultivation, then processing plant. So we have a problem of water also in UAE. So there has to be a recycling method by which the water is minimally wasted. So keeping all these in mind, we have devised a module. So components of integrated farming, as I have discussed: crop and vegetable farming, dairy farming, fisheries, biogas, ETP, water purification system. Agroclimatic condition in UAE, I went through a lot of details, but came to conclusion and put a single slide apart from map of UAE is rainfall data. So rainfall predominantly, though very little, it occurs between November to March. So, and it's a very good news because the climate is most suitable for agriculture if there is soil. From November to March, you can cultivate the crops of that season without any environment control system. Agriculture in UAE, you must be knowing this. Should I move forward or? Now, what we did, even in environmental control system, in different climatic zone, there are some constraints. So keeping those constraints in mind, we picked the products which is more suitable, and another factor is profitability. If the project is not viable, why will you do agriculture? If the products you can import from other countries at a lower cost, why would you produce it in UAE? Because it's driven by market. So we worked out on every product and came up with these products which can easily be produced here and fetch maximum prices and profitability, better than if you import it from other countries. So you can go with the list of it, and I'll leave this presentation with IBMC. So on the module, we considered 700 acres of land on which we segregated different aspects of agriculture. We kept 250 acres for environment control, with 15 chambers to cultivate cold crops. That list was there, cabbage, all these things, broccoli, high-end prices, a product. Then 50 acres for hydroponic cultivation and research. Why I said research? Hydroponic has a very big problem. Organically, it cannot be done. We are working on it. A number of scientists are working in Birsa Agriculture University situated in Ranchi on how to make this hydroponic organic. So it's not at a stage which can be implemented in the field. But on the basis of non-organic minerals, because it has to be soluble in water, that's why organic fertilizers contains lesser amount of nutrients, nitrogen and minerals. So it is very difficult with organic. So hydroponics, but then if research is successful, then we can implement it. Then 150 acres for soil cultivation that I considered from November to March. Then 150 acres for dairy farming and processing, and 100 acres for multi-purpose crops processing facilities. Because if you don't process it, you cannot elongate the shelf life. And market requires continuous supply of same product throughout a longer period. So we considered these activities, and based on that, we came up with the module. As you can see, these are the different sections and particulars on which the financial calculation are done. Land, site development, building, plant and machinery, miscellaneous fixed asset, preliminary expenses, pre-operative expenses, commissioning, contingency, and working capital. Now you see, what we did. Even if you import soil from Africa, the cost was coming same to purchase of land in Jharkhand. So we purchase the land in Jharkhand for the individual activity. You get in soil from Africa, cost the same. So we consider the same cost. Second is site development. Here you can see it's $0.83 million in Jharkhand, India, and it's $3.9 million in UAE. Why? The answer is simple. For cultivation, you need 4 feet of land. Just do simple thing. Prepare a basement, cut the drench, concrete it, lay 4 feet of soil on it. It's very simple. Cost is same. So it can be done.
You are saying that you make a concrete and then lay soil on that and then grow. Like that.
Yes, sir. And it's not very costly. And plus, there is an advantage. Water waste is not there. It can be collected in a pond, recycle it. And plus, there is one more thing. There is always the leaching of minerals from soil if you put water in it. So it will be collected in a pond. All the pond water will be rich in minerals. So it can be recirculated. So it saves a lot of costs. Ultimately, on the longer run, it will be very beneficial. Sorry. Plant and machinery, it's more in Jharkhand. Why? Because we have looked into backward integration in Jharkhand, which is right now not possible in UAE. Because you have to prepare a module first, show the farmers that how it can be done, impart training for a period of 2 to 3 years, monitor them, provide them with facility, then they will come up with it. Suddenly, it cannot be done. With the backward integration, you have to wait. And then all the things are same. Now come to working capital. You can also see here 8.1 million of working capital in India and 10.34 million working capital in UAE. Why? The simple reason, raw material cost is high here. So if the raw material cost is high, working capital will go up. But if we go ahead, you will say that if the total investment for this project is 42 million in India and 42 million in UAE, then why there is difference in internal rate of return? You can see a difference in internal rate of return. It's very simple. Because of backward integration, there is a lot of cost cutting. So Individually, independently, if you do, depending on tax structure, it will come around 25% of IRR on basis of PAT. Similarly, dairy, if you see, there is a huge difference. 34 millions if you do it in India, and 57 millions if you do it in UAE. But there is a catch here. If you go through the IRR, it's almost similar. The reason being simple, the sale price of milk in India is 45 rupees a kg. In UAE, it's 170 rupees a kg. And the basic difference is in working capital. That's all. Same with vegetable cultivation. If you go, you can see the difference in site development. That's for basement and everything. Buildings, everything is same. Internal rate of return, it goes down because select number of crops you are selecting. You cannot grow here grains, food grains. That's very costly on per square feet basis. So you have to go for the product which is cash crops, which can fetch you more profitability. And so cumulative, if you see integration, 127 million in India and 163 million in UAE. There is difference, but the good thing is there is not much difference in IRR. It is profitable in UAE. So the best way I would suggest, have a linkage, partnership, or whatever term you can use with a business partner in India. Grow the crops. It can be your own business over there. Grow the crops, which is more profitable growing in India, bring it to UAE. And grow the crops, which is more suitable to this area and fetches more price here. So in that combination, you'll have two advantages. First, you will be selling your product in UAE. Second, you will have a market in India also. Because you will be producing there, the requirement, whatever you have in UAE, you can import it, and the rest of it, you can sell it in. Thank you, Sheikh Abdullah, for the discussion in the morning. So total fund required. This is the crust of doing business, this integrated farm in UAE. Actually, I was very moved, shocked. I can say shocked. Maybe it's a very big exclamation. When I was going through a presentation called Digital Transformation by Mr. Venugopal. Right. So in that presentation, we saw that where the future is moving. After 10 years, he said, nobody has to move out of house. Everything can be done online. Nobody has to move his hands and legs. So it reminded me of grey aliens. If you leave your body unworked, what will happen? Head will become bigger and body mass will go down. That may be our future. We don't know. But to survive for that period, we have to improve food quality. And I'll introduce one more thing to you. It's a comprehensive, the module I was talking about, the comprehensive module of integrated organic farming. It costs around $300 million, which includes 7 sections. I'll not go through, sir, I will not go through the entire this. Only I'll show you the sections we have considered for this business. These are the activity. Cold chain, procurement, powder plant, feed plant, mineral water, integrated agricultural farming, commercial dairy farming, UST plant, egg packaging and dehydration, layer farm, quail farming, training center and central laboratory. These are the essential components for achieving success, getting profitability higher than 27% IRR on the basis of PAT. What does integration do? It adds to normal IRR around 6 to 7% of profitability. Thank you very much, sir. Okay.
Dr. Rajiv Ranjan, thank you very much. I think you have done such a detailed analysis with feasibility, with the business proposal. It's a wonderful project. Keep it up, and something that the world needs, food security. Can't go wrong. Let's press on, and shall we proceed with industrial advantages and opportunities of the United Arab Emirates, Mr. Imad Eddin Ubiri, Investment Promotion Director, Business Development Expert, Ras Al Khaimah Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I'm just going to put the slide up. Do you have a presentation?
Thank you for this introduction. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, as a mark of respect, I will not stand up. I've learned that when you are seated with great leaders, you have to sit. So as a mark of respect to His Excellency, I'll be seated. I do not stand up in your presence. ما يوقف صغير قدام كبير. هذا اللي تعلمناه. Thank you. I will probably start from where my colleague ended. The story of the UAE is so diverse and so moving that complementarity is not by choice. Complementarity is something that we are all working on as part of UAE vision. And when it comes to Ras Al Khaimah, talking about agriculture, one of the most fertile lands in the northern emirate is Ras Al Khaimah. Actually, the Chamber of Commerce, which is now 50 years old, used to be called the Ras Al Khaimah Chamber of Commerce or Chamber of Commerce and Industry and Agriculture. We believe there are thousands of opportunities that are probably missed and that we need to look at. We have very strong bonds. We have ancestral historical bonds. And maybe this is not an advantage because when we succeed, we take it for granted. When we are good, when we have strong brotherhood and relationship, we take it for granted. We think that we're already there. The future outlook is very challenging. There will be shortage of water. There will be shortage of manpower because of automation. In the latest government reshuffle for UAE, we have witnessed that there are three major changes. Minister of State for Artificial Intelligence, Minister of State for Food Security, Minister of State for Advanced Sciences and Development. So what does this mean? This indicates where we should be all going and how we can enhance our relationship and how we can have stronger bonds and find our direction. I just would like to give maybe drop some numbers. I will not be spending too much. I know that my colleagues will be waiting to talk. When it comes to Ras Al Khaimah, this small emirate, which is the fourth emirate in the UAE in terms of surface, 1,685 square kilometers, with a population of 345,000 inhabitants. When it comes, people looking at the UAE, or rather GCC, from the outside, this is a heaven of oil and gas, which is completely wrong. You know, when it comes to Ras Al Khaimah, it's an emirate that is based, or that is a non-oil based by default. There is no oil whatsoever. The story of Ras Al Khaimah has started in 1929 with iron mining. People were digging hands and working very hard. This is how industry started in Ras Al Khaimah. If I just give you numbers, in the middle of the crisis, in the middle of downturn in 2009, while some markets were struggling around the world, Ras Al Khaimah witnessed a growth of 14%. And why? Industry. Why do we talk about industry? Industry creates jobs. Industry makes assets. Industry makes economic stability. Industry makes intelligence. industry makes skills. If we had to look at what we can offer, it's not products. Now, you know, there is a science called ideation. Now we create, people are creating the need. They're not creating products, they're creating the need for products. There is a science of future foresight. As I began earlier, future foresight is to look at the future scenarios, and are we ready for that? Are we really ready for the future? Are we really doing enough to be prepared for what is coming up? GDP of Ras Al Khaimah back in 2010, 17.6 billion Emirate dirhams. 2016, 35.1 billion, almost double. For what? What do we have? Actually, in the 80s, 1980, there was an expert passing by Ras Al Khaimah and who has noticed that limestone was of a very good quality. And this gentleman said, why don't we create something here? And one of the biggest success stories in the UAE has started by this step. Rack Ceramics was born, the first manufacturing plant in Ras Al Khaimah. Now Ras Al Khaimah accounts for more than 45,000 companies, 33,000 companies alone at Rack Chamber. Ras Al Khaimah has built Burj Khalifa. Probably not many people know that Burj Khalifa, the glass covering Burj Khalifa shell, is made in Ras Al Khaimah. Yes, the metallic structure of Burj Khalifa. Most of the infrastructure you see in the GCC and in the UAE is made in the UAE. Now, export, we are looking at, people are thinking that export is going to go to the neighboring markets. Export is going to go to Expo 2020, where there will be 25 million visitors and more. Expansion of railway, expansion of, and there are opportunities that can be seized. Why should we reinvent the wheel? I always give this example. If this is produced in India for 1 dirham, okay, how much will it cost in the UAE, or how much will it cost in Saudi, or how much? If you sell it, if you send it, you will have shipment, 1 dirham, you will have time consuming, you will have tax, you will have, so why don't we partner? If we've got a product that we can produce together and sell and have the same time, then why shouldn't we do this? Ras Al Khaimah Chamber is partnering with the private sector. Actually, a platform of 5,000 subscribers now is online, diversified, and looking at how we can trade, because now the cycle all over the world is going back to the ancient trade. Ancient trade was, I give you salt, you give me sugar. Nowadays, services are required to be exchanged. People are really scared of giving money or putting the financial aspect in the deal. So why don't we share assets? Why don't we share knowledge? Why don't we transfer knowledge? Why don't we share database? Why don't we work together, each in his own expertise? And this is how nations develop. No one can work alone, so we need two hands to clap. One hand cannot clap. To conclude, and as a matter of maybe collaboration with IBMC, what can be done in the nearest future is to give access to this great work to not only our database, to our clients, to our members, business intelligence. What are opportunities laying in the Northern Emirate, not only in Ras Al Khaimah. Ras Al Khaimah is trying to take the lead. By the way, the Ministry of Economy in the first quarter of 2016 has ranked Ras Al Khaimah second in terms of inward investment for the industrial sector. Ras Al Khaimah, or Dubai by 50%, Ras Al Khaimah by 30%, Sharjah by 10%, and Abu Dhabi by 10%. And this is not in terms of volume, it's in terms of diversity, in terms of how many innovative companies are there, how many startups are there, how many contributors, real contributors to the success and wealth of, and we are only a small portion. Ras Al Khaimah is only one dice in the whole canvas of UAE, and we are really proud to be part of that, and would like to join forces together with you today and tomorrow. And by the way, coming from Ras Al Khaimah takes maybe 2.5 hours, but it is, I would have traveled 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours, because it's worth it. I am really glad having, and privileged having met all of you, and to the privilege of continuing our relationship, and thank you so much. Thank you.
Very interesting when you mentioned, Mr. Ubiri, about how the Ras Al Khaimah Chamber was Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture. I think it's time to reinstate that. Well done. Let's press on. Global business opportunities and expectations from Dubai Expo 2020, presented by our expert, Dr. Tariq Ahmed Nizami, Chief Executive Officer of the CEO Clubs Network Worldwide. Thank you.
And about Ras Al Khaimah, IBMC is very much happy to associate with more. So we have, you know, the tie-up with Economic Department signed the agreement. So similar way, we are happy to associate with the Chamber of Commerce.
Your Excellency, it would be more than an honor for us to do so. We believe that protocol is only maybe a step for something that should be done even before. We will tie up and we'll provide with support even before signing. And this is a commitment from my department.
Straight.
Sorry for the disturbance and my apologies. I'm going to speak standing up. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for the UAE India Business Fest 2017 for giving me the opportunity to speak. My today's topic would be the global business opportunities and the expectations from Dubai Expo 2020. But I want to mention first His Highness Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, the creativity, the strength and determination that build that nation, that continue to welcome and utilize the talent of those who are inspired by this country promise. In turns, their achievements and have become the source of inspiration for all of us. And also His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the UAE Vice President and Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai Court, that we should always be practical, realistic, and optimistic. That vision makes us like home in this wonderful country, UAE. We, CEO Club, will play always a key role by bringing the investment into UAE and play a key role in Expo 2020. Before I talk about Expo 2020, I want to show a very short video about Expo, what it's all about. This is just a short video to show what is Expo 2020 is all about. As we all know, that Dubai has a long history of facilitating the connections and pioneering new ideas. And Dubai Expo 2020 would be no different with the predicted 70% of the expected 25 million million people will visit the site. The host nation UAE making its most international event in the history of Expo. And I'm sure the vision of the rulers of UAE would definitely will make this a success. It would therefore provide a unique platform for the global community to come together and explore the creative pioneering, the solutions in these three sub-themes which have been identified as the key drivers of this global development. Sustainability, a lasting source of energy and water. Mobility, which means smart system of logistics and transportation. The opportunity, the new path of economic development. The World Expo 2020 will be theme of connecting minds and creating the future. Due to the Expo International and local tourism increase, the hospitality industry would be the key winners in this Expo 2020. Expo 20 is a city of rise. We rise in Dubai, UAE, the model of opportunity, which is the World Expo 2020, and UAE uniting the global by bringing the people here. Inshallah, Dubai will make the history of hosting this Expo 2020 as one of the best in the Expo history. What that means, there is an opportunity. Expo 2020 have a lot of new opportunities for local, regional, and beyond for the global business community. CEO Club is always playing a key role by bringing the foreign investment into UAE and connecting business opportunities in bridging investment from all parts of the world. Indian business community can definitely be the big winner of taking advantage of this expo and other things happening surrounding it. The city urban planning had involved evaluating the amount of office and retail space needed by 2020. So there's a great increase in the real estate industries. There'll be 5.1 million square meter of existing office space would be increasing. It was also widely believed that real estate and tourism would be the most likely to be the major beneficiaries of Expo 2020. However, 40% of the respondents also identified the financial services sector to be the another leading beneficiary for the coming years, because it's more than $24 billion that will be spent on the Expo 2020 in different private and government sector. We as a CEO Club in last decade into UAE brought more than $500 million business into different sectors, and we continue to grow our connections worldwide to bring more investment, and including Expo 2020. In the Expo, I want to mention that CEO Club is one of the key procurement supplier, approved procurement supplier of Expo 2020, and we are participating in more than 300 tenders into the Expo 2020 and from the private sector. The Indian business community should really come forward and take advantage of this time and participating in these tenders and opportunities, which could be from all sectors and all industries, from services to the product to construction to providing different supplies into the pavilions of different countries. Opportunities also come with the pavilion building. There will be more than 74 countries would be participating, and more than 60 private pavilions would be built during the Expo 2020. So all these more than 150 or 140 pavilions would be built in UAE, and there would be a great opportunity for the local contractors and local service providers and to be maintained for the next 6 months when the expo is open. So there are a lot of service, there are a lot of supplies, there's a lot of things, and it's the key focus, and this is the time to focus. We as a CEO Club, international business organization, more than 3 decades old from US, had opened our office in 2006 in UAE, and we are the only private organization patroned by the royal family of Dubai, and I'm very proud to be part of the support and provided by not only from Dubai, from all Emirates, including Abu Dhabi, and the opportunities for the expo is from Fujairah to Abu Dhabi. So it's not even, it says Dubai Expo, but it's an opportunity for the whole UAE business community. I again appreciate the appreciate and special thank to Mr. Sajid Kumar for taking this initiative for the last 10 months and working very hard and bringing us together, taking this message across India and globally, and a commitment that he performed and on time by having a presence of these gatherings in all the Emirates and now in Abu Dhabi ending. And I think these initiatives definitely will bring investment, definitely will bring the stronger the relationship between UAE and India, and that will, and his contribution would be well respected by all business sector. I'd like to thank everybody, and I'd like to thank Sheikh Khalid and His Excellency Muhammad Kindi for all the support and everything provided to CEO Club and to IBMC. And in last, that I always say, let's learn from past to correct our present for better future. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Tariq Ahmed Nizami. Your perspectives and optimism about the Dubai Expo 2020 have obviously made a strong impression in the region. I've heard you on several occasions at the CEO Club, business breakfast meetings and gala dinners where you have stressed the importance. I do remember when Global Village came out, it was obviously a very good synergy. And now with Bollywood theme parks, so there are various multifaceted ways of driving business at various levels, be it culture, tradition, business, FIIs. So now talking about the money side of it, let's proceed to the Bombay Stock Exchange perspective. And it will be Mr. Samir Patel, Head of Business Development, Bombay Stock Exchange Limited, who will tell us more about the support for UAE India economic diversifications. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, kindly, my apologies for standing here. So it's been a long day. Your Excellencies, Shri V.K. Sharma ji, ladies and it gives me enormous pleasure to be here in front of you at this August gathering and talk about the Bombay Stock Exchange and its future, about the acquaintances with the UAE. Just to brief you about the Bombay Stock Exchange and the newly launched venture in the gift city, that is the Gujarat International Financial Tech City, the newly launched exchange in the IFSC zone, the India INX, which is the 100% subsidiary of the Bombay Stock Exchange. Bombay Stock Exchange is the Asia's oldest stock exchange with an history of over more than 142 years of existence, and wealth creation is a mantra at the Bombay Stock Exchange. We have more than 5,682 companies listed on the Bombay Stock Exchange, and today when we stand over here, we are proud to say that we are the largest exchange to have the companies listed. In India, we are the largest exchange to trade the currency derivatives futures as well, and one of the largest mutual fund platform. And Shri Sharma ji, we would be like to say that we would be getting into the distribution of insurance soon as well. So we would like to take your time and come and visit you as well. So this was one part of it. Then I move on to the India INX, the newly launched exchange, which was launched on 9th of January 2017 by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, in Gandhinagar, that's the gift city IFSC. And the most important part there is it's a deemed foreign territory wherein all it's exchange launched by BSE. All contracts trade. It's on for almost 22 hours today. We have the approvals by the regulators given us approvals to launch to be live for 23.5 hours, but we are active for 22 hours. So we cover all the markets right from the Tokyo to the US close, and it's all the contracts launched there are dollar-denominated contracts, so they are traded and settled in dollars. Today we are actively trading the Sensex 50 and the gold futures contract, and within a very, very short span of time, we have yesterday clocked almost about 180 million US dollar turnover on the exchange. So this was the highest yesterday, and we breached around 100 million in gold itself. So this is a very, very good beginning, and we are gaining momentum as far as the exchange is concerned in the Gandhinagar. Second, coming on to the most important part, I'll keep it very, very short. We are talking about the India-UAE tie-ups. We have a contract that is the Sensex, the most renowned index in India, that is a Sensex 30, which is cross-listed traded or cross-listed border trading, which is listed on the DGCX, the Dubai Gold and Commodities Exchange. So we have a licensing agreement with the Dubai Gold and Commodity Exchange. So they have launched our contracts, these Sensex contract, to be traded, and so on and so forth. As and when we see good opportunity, we will do a reverse kind of licensing, and we have some good contracts which are listed on the DGCX to be launched on the BSE or on the India INX as well. So this is, I think, the future of the cross-border trade. With this, I thank you all for being such a nice audience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Patel. I'm sure we'll have a plethora of questions at the end of the session. Now, let's proceed with, last but not the least, as I understand, it will be Dr. Mitul Choksi, Senior Partner, Choksi & Choksi LLP, who has come all the way from Bombay to share his perspectives. From London. Well, he's a global citizen. The importance of CRS and BEPS practices for economic development. There's always an accountant, as I say, I call them the policeman of the financial industry. I've been also told through the grapevine that he's a part-time accountant and a full-time tennis player and author. Let's see what he has to share with his travels from London to Luxembourg. Thank you.
Your Excellency, Mr. Sharma, eminent dignitaries on the dais. Sajid, thanks for calling me again. And the soup is getting cold, so we'll make it very quick. So essentially, where's the slides here? Okay, whilst he's setting it up, we'll save time. So today, essentially, what is happening? What is the fundamental issue that everybody is facing? Look at it as if there is a Dubai resident who has a residency card here, who has a permanent address in US, who has a citizenship of UK, and who is a person of Indian origin. Imagine the amount of compliances that this individual will have to go through. FATCA, CRS because of UK. Dubai residents, CRS has some exemptions, and therefore he may not. US FATCA, yes. And India, because he's a PIO, therefore he can be subjected to questioning. So essentially today, this is where, and this is your very own Louvre, the new Louvre. This is where today the world is heading. Transparency, over-compliance, over-regulation. And in March when I spoke, it was, we had discussed about BEPS in March, and we said that, BEPS and Abu Dhabi and UAE need to get their house in order for BEPS, because that's where the whole world was going. At that time already there were 70 MLIs that were signed. And today we are talking of 109 MLIs, multi-level instruments which are, multilateral instruments which are signed. BEPS for the purpose of base erosion. So anyway, today this is what, and when one positions UAE as a global financial center, these are the benchmarked institutions. Business model of GFCs, as you all know today, it's all about creating an environment for facilitation. It's all about being competitive. Areas that need to be improved upon are effectiveness. When you do a study, New Zealand ranks 1 in doing business activities. I had shown this earlier also. It ranks 1. Statistics also show that ease of doing business in terms of number of days the company can be incorporated, how fast it can be done. These are the key issues. Capital flight, and therefore everybody fears capital flight today. The sources of capital flight are over-regulation and over-compliance. But at the same time, we do not want to be blacklisted, because that's the reverse side of it. That, when the EU comes and blacklists and says that, sorry guys, you are on the blacklist or you are on the gray list, and you want to move from the blacklist to the white list. And BEPS. What is BEPS? You start manufacturing in a low. So what has Netherlands done recently? They are already proposing a tax law whereby wherever there is any payment made to a jurisdiction which has lower taxes than the Netherlands, they will apply a tax withholding, which earlier they were not, on royalties and interest. Again, it's a move to mitigate BEPS, base erosion, because people are moving. The classic case of Microsoft, which happened in Ireland. Ireland, they were operating out of Ireland because there was a tax rate between 12 to 15%, whereas in the other jurisdictions it was 30 to 45%. It moved to Ireland, and that was the case. That's where the BEPS arose. And therefore, there are BEPS rules which are now laid down, multilateral instruments. Again, we're not getting into detailing, but it's about erosion of the base. And therefore, that's something which we will need to comply. We as a jurisdiction, we as a global financial center, even a GIFT will have to comply with BEPS. Even a Abu Dhabi financial services will have to, a financial center will have to comply. Even a DIFC will have to comply with BEPS. I mean, this is what the whole world is doing. And the larger picture is, again, the exchange of information, automatic exchange of information, the country-by-country reporting, which has started under the common reporting standards, which is the CRS. The CRS have led to, and I'm not showing you the video now because we are, again, As I mentioned, the soup is getting cold. These are the signatories to the CRS, Common Reporting Standards, by which there is an automatic exchange of information happening. Most of the clients today have received notices from institutions. Please declare whether you are a tax resident of which country. So accordingly, the tax office of that respective country will prepare, compile the data, and send the information to the other country, to the home country, or to the tax country. So if it's, if you're living in India, but you're having a Japanese tax residency, they will be reported to Japan and vice versa. I mean, so this is where we are talking of CRS. So therefore, CRS, competent authority automatic exchange, and commentaries, and then again CRS. That's where we all need to be, we are heading for the OECD's country by country reporting. So today the world is going for more transparency, over regulation, but yes, we have to live with it. Country by country reporting, automatic exchange of information. You have had the Messi's case. We do not want the Messi footballer case happening again with any individuals and any stars. And we also have moving companies from high tax jurisdictions to low tax jurisdictions, which is essentially base erosion and BEPS, and which is also not what is required today. In today's times, everybody is now becoming inward looking rather than globalization. It's becoming glocalization. Not globalization, is becoming glocalization. Thank you so much. Have a nice evening.
Thank you, Mr. Choksi. Mr. Sajid Kumar, I'd like you to extend a gesture of appreciation to Mr. Choksi for his spot-on insights, for being the policeman and guiding us through all the jurisdictions in his travels, in addition to keeping fit with sport. It's so important when we have the tax identification numbers, the TINs, and all the compliance issues. So please do feel free to network with Mr. Choksi. Thank you. Let's proceed with a quick Q&A session, as the seminar session is now concluded, the industrial and business seminar session. So Q&A time. We have microphones. Should we take a question from the dais itself? Sheikh Hamid, a question? Tired. Celebrate. Food, I agree. All right, but could I just request one favor for a group photograph for the Business Excellence awardees, and followed by the Business Ambassador awardees, so that we can keep it as memoirs for the IBMC history. So let's have the announcements, please. The recipients of the Business Excellence Awards, kindly come forward with your trophies, with a lot of energy, because there's lovely dinner and dessert. First, the Business Excellence Awards, and then we do the Business Ambassador Awards. So let's start with Business Excellence. Should I start announcing the list again? ILNFS, Etikan and Bahanes, Samana Global, Next Orbit Ventures, and Parsa Agro Product Private Limited, with their excellencies, of course. Bring your prizes. Let's have a formal group photograph for the UAE India Business Ambassador Awards. His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Saeed Al-Kindi, followed by Life Insurance Corporation of India, Mr. Vijay Kumar Sharma, Ras Al Khaimah Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Mr. Imad Eddin Ubiri, CEO Clubs Network, Dr. Tariq Ahmed Nizami, and last but not least, Bombay Stock Exchange, Mr. Samir Patel. Not at all, my honor and pleasure, Your Excellency. Mr. Anup, would you kindly come forward for the official closing remarks, please? Thank you.
Good evening, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, and our invited special invitees. We take this opportunity to thank each one of you for being part of IBMC's UAE India Business Fest 2017, starting from Dubai till Abu Dhabi in this concluding ceremony. We take this opportunity to congratulate all the winners of UAE India Business Excellency Award and UAE India Business Ambassador Award as well. And on behalf of IBMC, and we take this opportunity to thank all our associates, our great speakers, our empaneled members, the present media officials, our staff members, above all the core team who has worked day and night to make it a great success. So thank you very much once again, each one of you. We take this opportunity to thank once again. And we request you to kindly join us for the dinner. It is there on the right, left-hand side of this hall. We have the dinner. Please join us for the dinner. Thank you very much.